Well, hello everybody. It's been a while since I've last checked in, um, but this is my occasional check-in on Lexapro, specifically 10 milligrams. So, um, yeah, we are currently on month number that, and some of you have been commenting on past videos, asking, "Hey, when's the next update coming? How you doing?" And all of these sorts of things. So, yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I think, well, by this point already, the medicine is well settled in my brain, and just to reiterate what I've said in past videos, it's really working, and in a way that is really life changing. So, yeah, anxiety at an absolute minimum, depression at an absolute minimum, and I could proudly say that I'm no longer somebody who is marked by anxiety, right? Like I might have feelings of anxiety sometimes, or I might have feelings of depression, but my identity is not anxiety. My identity is not depression. They're just feelings that come and go, but nowhere to the degree in which they ruled over my life for much of my 28 years of living. So work has been fantastic. It's allowed me to focus well, and it's allowed me to give my all when I'm at work, and really not be inhibited by like social anxiety or overthink every mistake that I make on the job. It's just different. Work is just different, and relationships are starting to be different, and I'm slowly coming into the mold of what I used to be. And what I mean by that is the mold of all that made me in the best sense, in a good sense, right? If much of my 28 years of living was through the lens of anxiety and occasional depression, which led me to develop unhealthy habits. I mean, there was still a side of me that was me. There's still my personality, my characteristics, and so I feel that I'm finally falling back into that personality, those characteristics that make me me. Whereas at the start of taking Lexapro, it was like more recalibrating. Like it felt like my mind was being recalibrated as I was navigating through therapy and life, just trying to get through really, really hard time, trying to go through a lot of trauma, trying to work through a lot of trauma, and now I finally feel like I'm on the other side of that hill that I was facing upwards, for a few months now. So that's my check-in. No side effects, zero side effects. There have been a couple days now where I've totally missed taking my medicine, like by hours. And in past videos, I've talked about how, when I've missed my medication by like 5 hours, 6 hours, I felt like those brain zaps. I felt like my mind kind of freaking out a little bit. But this time, I've just on accident forgotten 5 or more hours, and I've been totally fine. I think there might have even been one day recently where I couldn't remember if I took the medication or not, and I just erred on not taking it in case, I didn't want to do a double dose. So, but I ended up fine the next day, and ended up taking medicine as usual, and here I am every day taking my 10 milligrams of Lexapro, sticking with it. Anxiety and depression at an all-time low. I do want to talk about, somebody had asked in the comments a couple weeks ago, just asking about my libido, and I have noticed that is a big question that a lot of people have. What happens to your libido? Like, it is known that it drops drastically for some people. So I will be a little personal. in my life and open up a little bit. I do feel like my libido has dropped on Lexapro, but for me and in my context, that's a really good thing. So yeah, I'm somebody who has suffered from a very high libido, or what I believe is a very abnormal libido growing up through much of my 20s, to the degree where it just was unhealthy for me and very hard, and had a big effect on my life in a negative way. So being on Lexapro, it finally doesn't feel like I don't have any libido, but that sex just isn't on my mind to the degree that it used to be, nor is it as important as it used to be. And what I mean by that is not that I don't find it important, but because I have general anxiety disorder, and because what I've learned through therapy and talking to psychiatrists is that those two were closely linked together, anxiety and libido, and just learning all about dopamine and just coping and depersonalizing and all of that, all those sorts of things. I guess you could say maybe I'm now normal. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not sexually active at this point, but it definitely is a freeing feeling. It definitely is a awesome feeling to live life and not have that sexual frustration within you, or that sexual dissatisfaction that you'll never be satisfied or get enough. And so to have that libido lowered is an absolute positive for me. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship and are sexually active, I can't give you any advice. All I can tell you is talk to your doctor. I know my doctor told me that if that was an issue for me, to tell them, and that there were definitely other options or other things to, I guess, other medicine to take. I didn't push further on it because it wasn't an issue for me, but the way it was made seem to me was that there were other alternatives or supplements or whatever that you could take to bring your libido back up to normal. So that's where I'm at. Things are going great, going fantastic, and I've been a bit busy with my life. My camera is not working too well. I don't know if it is in this video. You might see some wobbling, some shaking. The gimbal on my camera is a little malfunctioned, so I need to ship it in and get a new one under the warranty. But yeah, I should be back to making more videos soon on whatever anybody's asking or wants to know. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, feel free to like any video you watch the previous videos of my previous weeks and months on Lexapro. But for now, it's been great checking in, and I'll see you guys soon.